Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 957 of Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day. I'm your host, Brian Case. I'm going to give my score and attempt to give you a status update. So here's what's happening. We are supervising this kind of short-term project where I'm monitoring my aunt's house, and the goal is to produce music. In fact, we had a big series of sessions. I wish the sessions ended more ceremoniously because it ended with us going to a big opulent LA jam. It's called like Sam's House or something. Gerald Clayton was there, which was very cool. He told me that my shirt looked stupid, which is really cool as well. He said he was kidding, but he probably wasn't. It was a stupid looking shirt, so you know. I like how you changed your name and I still know who you are. Well, what's up? Oh, right here. Let me give my score for the day. So, yeah, it's one of those days, but it's middling for many reasons. So, yeah, we had a lot of pretty good cooking sessions. I wish that my drums were tuned better, and I wish that my or that the room was better suited for the drum kit. But you know, it is what it is. Who are you? Who are you taking, bruh? A meaningless question that adds nothing to the discussion. Clarify what that question really means, and if it actually will challenge my. Oh, who am I talking about? Oh, you should have rewound and listened from the beginning. Well, okay, to update you, I'm talking about the reason why the background looks a little different because I'm overseeing this project where I am looking over my aunt's house, right? And also, here's a cool shout out here. My aunt and her two sons, my cousins, are three of my first subscribers on the main channel, Good Content, ever. So thanks for aggressively interrogating me and asking me what I'm talking about. Lucky for you, the answer was already being given before you even started typing. No, who do you think I am? You said you know who I am. I already fucking know who you are. Get out of here. I already know your lingo and your jargon. It's everywhere in live chat. And you're just asking for me to continue consciously mentioning you right now. Put something productive in chat and let's talk real business. And then I'll acknowledge you. Okay. I hate to be mean like that, but that's just how it is. Okay. So what was I actually talking about? Oh yeah, right. The jazz sessions. Now, if you're following me on Instagram, which Mr. Smoke, I know you are. I know Mikhail, it's you. And we've been posting the sessions, and they're mostly okay. There's a lot more very cool clips. I don't want to oversaturate everything all at once, but I'll post those too. I am beating around the bush because the big thing here and the explanation for the very ratchety looking paper promo is this. This is some property damage. It happened. I don't know how it happened, but it fucking happened. It sucked. You're rude. Yeah, I'm rude to people who don't add anything and waste time. Like, I actually had so many opportunities to actually reciprocate anything I'm talking about, which you would do at certain points. But I'm not gonna extend graciousness if it's just you going it's like you know who you remind you. You're like E-Man. But I'm not rude. I'm just kind of giving each comment the attention that it deserves. Also, I'm just reciprocating that attention too. I mean, to me, it feels like you're not really putting that much attention onto what I'm saying and you're just saying random shit. So I will, because you're giving me so little attention to what I'm actually saying, then I'll do the same to you, you know? Because the stuff you're saying is just, it's like, I think I said this before. It's like you're on someone else's live stream and you're trying to comment on whatever they're saying, but you're accidentally putting it in the wrong chat. That's what this looks like, which is funny for exactly 0 seconds until it's not. And plus, I know you're the only viewer here, but I mean, I don't mind talking to myself. That's how I'm, so if the talking doesn't suit you, man, just you can always play it on 2 times speed or watch a movie or something. But thanks for coming anyways. We appreciate all people's presence on the live stream. Also, this piece is way too big. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Hold on. The digestion process is going to take a little longer with this piece. This is the ideal size, but this is like nearly twice that. But I like being trusted to complete these house sitting projects. But I've updated everybody. Everybody is up to date, so they know that this happened. And I know that immediately after I posted this, I know people would think it's a glory hole and that I stuck my penis in there, but I didn't. And that is why I am clarifying and bringing it up. Also, I realized okay, so this, I am literally in solitary confinement slash isolation. This is like a sensory deprivation chamber. I kind of like it in some ways. I know in like a day I'm going to go insane. This is my video diary of me keeping myself sane. Nobody's here because due to schedule conflicts, Dom, Dave, Eman, and Randy had to all go back at the same time very early this morning, and I slept in. So I like woke up, saw them for like 10 minutes, and they were all gone. So it is like dead silent here. Like go back like 2 streams today, I think 955 or 954, 55. The one that's an hour and 15 minutes long. That one, it was noisy, it was populated, the house was bustling with activity, and I'm already feeling the contrast. Like it's just so quiet, and also because just the summer's been so noisy. You know, the Camp I Can projects, just so much of this shit. You should try to eat your paper fast. Actually, no, I'm quite content and I have a lot of time. I'd rush the stream when I had a crowded schedule. I want to like uncondition my brain from just constantly going from a thing to another thing. It kind of deflates the value of each task if I treat it as just one little link in a big chain of bullshit, you know? This is my entire world right now. I'm going to be spending an indefinite amount of time doing this. Treat this like a podcast for sleep, you know? But yeah, I've been in here, like the boys have been gone for probably like 8 hours. 8 measly hours, and I already am like losing track of time. Like there is this Vsauce video where he basically was locked in solitary confinement for 3 days, and he started mentally going crazy. Now, like, granted, he was locked in a fully white room. Like the toilet was white, like he's white, so his cock is white. Like everything is white, right? So just like the bed's white. Like there's no color, there's no stimulation. There's also just it's like padded walls, so there's like no noise whatsoever, no TV, no phone. I have a TV. I'm planning on watching a movie, you know, exploring some new cinema. And I have my phone. I've been updating my movie list and also my music list, which I am still updating to this day. You see, this is stimuli, you know, it's limited stimuli, and I've been generally staying off social media and kind of just resting. So I'm kind of experiencing like 65% of that sensory deprivation that Mr. Vsauce did in that video. But I can already feel my faculties like unraveling in some ways that are good because I was very tightly wound over the last summer. And the semester before the summer, I was also dealing with like, it just felt like 3 full-time jobs worth of work from week to week, even though I know that's just perspective and I'm probably living life on easy street, but it's all like, I feel overmatched. That's the word. Like to the point where it's like so quiet in this room. Like I think just the house was settling over there, and it freaked me out just now because something moved in the garage. I think it's probably the washing machine. Hey, what's up? Also, okay, here we're gonna do a little test. Let's do that. Go to channel. It's an alt account. Classic. You know, most of your comments is you talking about your gang, your gang of accomplices, when really I know it's just you on 8 different accounts. So it's nice to have 2 viewers. One of them. Also, I noticed that I'm still at 1 viewer, meaning that you were on this stream on one account, then you just switched to another account or just a different browser. You got me. But why is there not a lot of people? Well, you know, sometimes the stream has fluctuations. Currently, right now, our hour and 15-minute long extravaganza stream about 3 days ago, it breached 100 views, which might be big fries for my first 30 days 6 years ago. But for me right now, yeah, it's diminishing returns. And this happens like in a pretty long-term way, like fluctuations like this, where it's like there was a period where my streams and pre-recordeds would consistently get a hell of a lot of views. A lot. You know, every 3 to 5 streams would breach like 500 views. Now I'm very lucky if anything gets above 100. But with that in consideration, I am quite lucky that the stream 3 days ago did get 100 views. And that was a really good stream too. So it felt good that just the quality of what I was putting out there kind of at least, I mean, all things considered, it's still a shitty paper stream. So, you know, but still good stream, more views. I mean, it's a gamble to even achieve an outcome like that in today's internet. The last stream 3 or 2 days ago was crazy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you mean the one with Monopoly? There's one where E-Man and I got into a wrestling match afterwards in the garage. That was stupid. But that was not on video, and E-Man does not want me to post it, or else he'll say he'll sue me or whatever. It's because he thinks the wrestling was too gay, just on his end, because he was the one trying to slap my ass, and I was the one retaliating accordingly. Which I know my arms look skinny, but by the way, I got skinny boy strength, and E-Man, he's a little jacked, but I was quite surprised. I thought that he would overpower me easily, but we were somewhat evenly matched, and I did get him into a headlock. So if anybody sees me on the street and thinks, oh, he's the guy who eats paper, it must be sapping him of his nutrients. All right, so his bones must be weak. Don't underestimate me. My frame is actually quite sturdy. Okay. I'm glad you watched it back too. That gives us more watch time, which we appreciate every minute of watch time any viewer gives us, be it live or through playback. It's all equally valuable. You seem quite strong, Brian. Thank you. Thank you. Of course, I knew that. Oh. But I appreciate you being the single viewer on here. But it's good. You know, honestly, it kind of fits the vibe of what I'm doing today, which is solitary confinement. I mean, I'm literally alone in this house. And whenever I converse with you over the internet, it feels like I'm talking to myself. So you are the perfect viewer for this particular scenario. So I am going to, there's a video of you storming a lame. Where is this video? You know, you can post links in chat, and because I have absolutely nothing else important going on in my life, I can give my attention to this. Feel free to drop the link if you got it. I want you to back up your claim with some evidence. Okay. I was going to talk about something. Oh, yeah. Mr. Gecko. Hey, we have a new viewer. I love gambling. Another epic bit. You know, what I'm wondering about Mr. Gecko is, I know you have the formal title Mr. as if you're like a school teacher, but how old are you really? Because I'm trying to think, like, there was a really annoying like YouTuber who was like 13 years old, and all of the YouTube comments, like either critiquing or praising this YouTuber, it was just a certain demographic of people. It reminds me a little bit. It looks like it's like random YouTube comments. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is not an age. You don't need to tell me your age or whatever. I'm just going to make a wild guess. I'm going to guess 14. Highlight. It's in my Instagram. Well, here we go. We're going to do a little mini film screening. I cannot believe I'm platforming right now. This is crazy. There's nothing there. That's not even me. Fucking cowboy lame ass Veto going into my stories. I don't know what that means, but whoever's lame and going into your stories, man, naughty. Bad on them. Yeah, it's all the same shit, right? Oh no, wow. Okay, you're still posting stuff. It looks like Epstein. Is that Epstein? That's not Epstein. Some random guy. Yeah, okay, cool. You know, what's interesting is you appear to be a grown-up. What's interesting is I'm just imagining you being like 30 and posting that, which is great, which is a very interesting thing to imagine. Also, if I were to like die by someone else's hand, like given your internet activity, you could easily just sneak up behind me and just kill me, you know, which is why I'm not giving my address right now. You know, all you get's my phone number. Where is monkey type shit? Yeah, I know, right? Oh, no, my highlights. Okay, yeah, well, I looked through that. I'm just catching up, guys. Hello, Ian. To update you, for anybody who just got here, I caused about, or, you know, not me, because it wasn't me who did it, but I feel responsible because I'm overseeing this house, but there was some significant property damage on the drywall over this house that I'm housekeeping for my aunt. So that's bad. I am partially paying it off. And how many holes does a straw have? If you're talking whole holes, 2. If you're talking about through holes, 1. Hello, 5 out of 10. Very good. To explain yourself, by the way, because we're both feeling quite neutral right now. So for me, to explain my score, the answer came before the question, because the reason I'm feeling like a 5.7 is because I feel very guilty, even though it wasn't me who did it. Like, I was the one who could have vetted E-Man out, or, I also I did I did kind of roughhouse with him a little bit as well, which kind of got him in a roughhousing mood, which I have no idea what he was doing with everybody else night before last or whenever this happened. I assume it was night before last, but big asshole. But anybody wants to know the context behind this, this is not a glory hole. We are not having sex in here, or actually, well, we're not having sex with each other. Someone might have masturbated in the room or something like that, but if they did, I didn't hear about it. But this is not a glory hole. This is simply the doorknob going through the door, which you guys can tell me that that's a very unconvincing alibi, but I am serious. That is what that is. But aside from that, yeah, it's just bizarre because I'm going to be spending 3 days, like, since the boys left, alone in this house. It's going to be the first real shot that I get at experiencing solitary confinement. And again, I'm thinking about that Minefield episode where Vsauce was in solitary confinement for the same amount of time, 3 days. The conditions were a little worse, but there was a moment where he basically was in this, he was like sleepwalking, and he doesn't sleepwalk, right? Reportedly, he like woke up towards the end and he started just mentally unraveling, and he tried to like force the door open so he could get the hell out of there because his brain was going insane after only 3 days of no stimuli. You could say today's youth is overstimulated, but the brain in its natural state, when it's understimulated, that's also not natural. And after only 3 days, he was losing his mind. Like, imagine people in like maximum security prisons. Vsauce has never been the same. That's true. If you look at like his mistakes video versus his more recent stuff, like do chairs exist? Even his recent one, he came out, what, all the ghosts you will be. He's getting like more and more insane. I think that solitary confinement thing kind of created this mental domino effect because you can just see him slowly losing his shit. But it makes his videos more interesting. I just hope he's okay. I assume he's just busy being a prosperous businessman with the Curiosity Box, and that's why he's really seized the uploading of long-term videos and not he's actually becoming a schizo. That's my hope, because I care about him. But more importantly, I want more good content from him, which he's been pretty slow at giving us, But I just keep thinking, because like even in his, like, he keeps talking about it too. Like, I remember he brought it up in his Illusions of Time video where he talked about he talked about how he felt time passing a lot longer short term. Now looking back at it, it feels like a thing he barely did, but that's just because his brain was so understimulated, which did cause him to act out, and there was actual, like, probably brain synapse damage happening. So I can tell it had a great impact on him. So it makes me interested, but also a little worried, because one half of me is going, okay, dude, I've been so overstimulated because just one thing to another, where I'm just like, oh, dude, actually, after this, I'm going to be taking care of the house while my parents are away dealing with my sister in Arizona, which will be more just me living by myself. Holy shit. Well, I'm going to invite friends over. I'm going to invite people over for movie nights and stuff. So there'll be that. That'll be for, I think, 2 weeks. And then I start my first work week. No, it's going to be for 1 week. The first week, I'm still house sitting here. And then my plan, I told them, unless they don't accept my job application, which is possible. I am a smelly bozo, so you never know. I don't have 100% corporate appeal. They might find this stream, as a matter of fact, in which case, I mean, if I were a business owner, I'd be convinced. I would totally hire him. But I told them I'd be planning on starting here. So if everything goes as planned, 1 week of nothing, and then the job will begin. And then school starts the next week, right? So we're not starting all at once. So it can be more cumulative, so I can manage things like this streaming series pretty consistently at the same time as I'm, getting my rest and getting other stuff done, right? Don't go into solitary confinement, trust me. I mean, you've been very diligent with these streams. You've been able to consistently come here like nearly every time I've been live, which to me feels like you're just living by yourself with no extra other stimuli. I mean, dude, if you had access to Instagram Reels or a local movie theater, surely that would be seen as an optimal alternative to this. But, you know, I believe you. I believe you've experienced it. And I want to try because again, I mean, most of you guys who are here, Mr. Gecko, Shan, Ian 30, you've all heard me complaining and moaning about how it just feels like there's so much happening. I'm interacting with too many people. And when one thing's done, due to my insomnia, there is no time to sleep. And even if, yeah, there's no time to sleep. I get no rest, real rest. It's all me mulling over what I'm going to be doing tomorrow because there will always be more to do. Or there always has been more to do. And then by the time tomorrow rolls through, I'm doing more shit back to back to back. The insane contrast from that to this, I think is going to fuck with my head big time. So I see this as like a post-apocalyptic video diary. I'm like in an underground bunker, isolated from society, documenting my descent into insanity. That's my it's not as good as you think. It's kind of boring. Well, that's why I'm making my movie lists, and I'm going to be catching up on some cinema that I normally would be like too much of a short-term thinker to actually commit to, but this is kind of recalibrating my brain, and it's going to be rough, which is why I really want to start work a week early so that I can so we're not making these rude transitions. I remember I was talking with my aunt about cold plunges in Antarctica, or not cold plunges, right? It's like hot to cold, because there are these little geysers / jacuzzi things in Antarctica. You dip in there, it's like 90 to 110 degrees in there, and then you jump right out, and it's Antarctica, so it's like negative 15 Celsius, right? You're going from extreme cold to extreme hot, which apparently is like really, it's like a drug. It gets you high. Like if you go hot, cold, like it messes with your heart too. It like fucks with your heart with extreme temperature changes in extraordinarily short amounts of time. But it apparently is euphoric. But it's apparently an extreme sensory experience. I think I might lose my shit. Can we bring back the dabbing emoji? No, take it back, Mr. Gecko. Bring back the dabbing emoji. It's almost like Mr. Gecko is privy to the dabbing emoji, meaning that you've used it before. Is this Caden? Yeah, a lot of the stuff that Mr. Gecko is putting does remind me of what Caden would sound like if he was like 8. Also, you're going to get pissed, Ian, because it means I'm associating Caden with you. It's just me looking at vernacular. I'm not even thinking about you relative to this. Take it back, Mr. Gecko. Well, it's good that two supposed strangers are having a good interaction about a very controversial emoji, by the way. I've had very mixed feelings about it. How many times do you have diarrhea? Speaking of it, used to be 3 times a day. That was back in like the beginning of the summer, right? Because now we're going into like maybe once every month, which is pretty good. Honestly, it's kind of boring, I was really just getting used to the explosive quality of diarrhea. It's like, okay, the toilet water splashing on my ass cheeks, yeah, that's disturbing, but I can always wipe that up later. I got used to that. Right when I got used to the liquid, ass cheeks splashage, the splash zone effect of the diarrhea, then my shit becomes normal and boring. And I'm like, I don't want the logs no more. I want my ass to explode, especially because it's a lot more of a relief. Whenever I have constipation, it's like, oh, okay, this is going to be 2 hours, It's very anticlimactic. I love the feeling of like the daily struggle of rushing to the toilet. It makes that moment when you sit down and your ass is exploding and you're like, oh, thank God the landmine didn't go off, when I was running through that hallway in public, it's that feeling of relief that really makes a shit so special. Now my shits are just dime a dozen ordinary, but it's okay. I'm not Caden, I swear. Shut up. You're making me more suspicious by saying that. He probably just dropped the bit. He knows I know it's him. All right, Caden. Well, you're pretending to be all nonchalant and reformed. And, I'm off that paper stream content, okay? I went to rehab. Oh, yeah, I see what you're doing, man. If Mr. Gecko is Caden, I don't know about it. Yeah, it's almost like that it could be him. It's like that he is a type. I mean, you've interacted with him recently more than me. So you know that he could be the guy to make an alt account and just go on here, Can't believe I made Caden mod. God damn it. Ian and Caden, mods of the paper stream. I mean, alongside Dom, too. I can't believe I got Caden and Dom to collaborate on a common task. That's great. I mean, yeah, His body's paper proof now. I mean, Caden would be a little more dry than that, you know. Yeah, no, right when I was getting my suspicions, or no, I was becoming suspicious of my own assumption. Yeah, yeah, no, okay, maybe he's not. Mr. Gecko, your presence in this chat is so interesting to me, where it's like it is hard for me to visualize who you must be in real life. That's what makes it difficult. Excuse me. You're definitely under 16, though. You definitely have like hashtag Doge, hashtag Raffle Doge random humor. You remind me of, like a couple of my trombone player bandmates way back in like first half of high school. And that's okay. That is okay. Take pride in your quirk. It'll carry you at least 3 more months into your life, which is good. He doesn't enjoy watching the paper streams enough to be here this much. That's good. That is good. Because he keeps making me paranoid, especially the way he would approach me in real life. Like, it still seems like he is still interested in sucking up to me. I hope that phase is over. I think it is. But there are these little moments where I meet him in real life, and the way he interacts with me, it feels like he's just doing the same shit still. But, But I mean, hey, if pure enjoyment is the one criteria necessary to keep coming here, which to me, like, yeah, okay, well, that seems obvious, right? That's how content works, but that means that you enjoy the stream. So everybody who's here, I will take your continued presence as a great sign, and it'll make me feel better because this is just me talking about nothing while tired. I'm still tired. I intend to get proper sleep tonight. So this is like my one task. Also cleaning up the house, which I'm like 1/3 done with. Still not very good. Let me just put away the dishes in the dishwasher. Then I'll watch a movie. That's my schedule for the day. Like 3 items for like 5 hours. Like, I think I'm good. Can you say everyone except Sean, please? As much as I think that Sean is in fact dirty and smelly, and he probably has oil like all over his skin, I made a resolution because I've been really dealing with this specifically because of Sean the Socks Banger recently, and I made the decision that, like, no, I'm not going to punish even the most annoying people for being on here. Sean is not bullying anybody. He's not sending death threats. Also, if you send death threats or bully people, if you make it funny, like really legitimately funny, even if you genuinely mean it, you will get a free pass. However, generally speaking, a lot of people who bully are like really boring about it. But my point is, he hasn't done any of those things. He hasn't even gone into a gray area. He's just being annoying. And I'm not going to punish people for being annoying. I'd be hypocritical for that, excuse me. So monkey type shit should come back, please. Yeah, I mean, when he was critical of the stream when he was here, I don't think he was entirely being sarcastic because, like, I've been very inconsistent recently, and I feel very bad about that. I do want to clear up my schedule so I can just commit to longer streams. That's the hard part. Like, because every time I go live, I associate it with the task of eating paper, I am now going to, it's going to be weird to just make it go longer because every time I'm live and I'm talking live, I am associating it with when this progress bar runs out, I'm done. And so it's going to be mad awkward for a while I'm kind of just doing there's nothing here and I'm just talking. I'm going to have to fully commit to conversing about nothing. We'll find some stuff to talk about. Current events, which I have researched none because I am still in solitary confinement. And of course, as we always say, and Mr. Gecko has, which is a trusted mod in this stream, has reminded us all of, do not eat paper unless you're a trained professional, okay? Like, I'm not just saying this for legal reasons. I'm saying it because I genuinely care about all the children on Earth who could be very easily incited by a seemingly naive rookie child, like similar to them, to eat paper. When, in fact, I've been trained for nearly 7 years in the art of paper eating. It is not advisable. Choking hazard. And also, any bad words will be banned as well. This is great. So the double whammy would be if you ate paper without my professional guidance and you said a word like, let's see, like balls or something like that. You're bugging. Yeah, this trip did break everybody's brain. I have never heard Randy say bugging so many times, and it always feels weird. It's the thing that he does where Randy, I mean, to be fair, Randy does that with everybody. Randy will do that with you. Where sometimes Dom, sometimes you go, bro, what do you mean? And Randy will just say that. Like all it takes is like a couple catchphrases, and Randy will just start parroting it. So all it took, I mean, and E-Man's such a funny guy, and there's something about him that's a little infectious. So I could totally imagine anybody just saying you're bugging. I don't think I did that, but like Dave and Randy were certainly doing that. And it's just so weird hearing Randy try to say bugging. You're bugging. You are bugging. It just felt weird. It sounded so bizarre. You definitely did say yes, only within the context of quoting other people. I literally did the E-Man impression. That was the E-Man. No, you're bugging. I was hearing like Dave and Randy genuinely say it in sentences. It sounded like they were actually just going, like Randy was just going, you are bugging. You are in fact bugging. Like you guys would do impressions too, but I was hearing I was just seeing it like slowly incept its way into your vocabularies. What happens if you say a racist slur like the N or B word? Like what, Nicaragua and what, Bengal tigers? I don't know. There's a lot of words that begin with those two letters. You'll have to type them out in order for me to really know what you're talking about or what you're typing about. Brian is always thugging. Oh, thank you. Send me the E-Man door knocking videos. Oh, yeah, right. Those are short enough to send. Randy wanted all like 55 minutes of the jam, like the jam that we went to. Let's see. Oh yeah. I know there's the one we go, bro. And then there's these three. What's this middle one? I don't remember watching that one. I wish we took a video of the ballad one. That one wasn't as good because I want. It's this one. It's the Latin one. That's good. Wait. Let's see. Bro! That's only funny to me. There is the one where E-Man scared me. Let me see. That is not it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I stole your drum fill, by the way. I don't think I've screamed like that since I was like 8. All right. Brian is a thugger, and it's all about thuggery. I really thought that was Sean the Socksbanger for a second. I look at the comment, not the username. So, Clanker message retracted. God damn it, Dave. Nah, y'all bugging. And again, I am quoting you when I'm saying that. I'm not actually saying. Not that there's any shame in saying bugging. Maybe I should try it. Yeah, Sean, you're bugging. Oh, that's why you said clanker. This is why I miss when I miss context. This is, I would prefer clanka instead of clanker, but it's okay. You can take liberties because I know that at the end of the day, it's just us trying to sprinkle some powdered sugar on top of a slur when we remove the R. Let's not bullshit ourselves. It's the same fucking word. You will look like Oscar Patel one day. Will, thank you. Will, thank you. Will, you're welcome. I can't figure if I can't beat Sean the Socksbanger, I gotta join him. Thank you. I'm glad you didn't take offense to that, comparing you to your least favorite paper stream viewer currently. That's good. And also objectively, like, yeah, Dom, I agree with you here. Like, this is a conversation spurred by the political talk show Futurama, and I want to continue it here because, like, I know that people are saying that, like, oh, it's just some sheen on top of, just a normal person like you and I, 2 eggs with different color shells. But I mean, robots are objectively different from humans, Everything that would be, for all intents and purposes, emotions, it's all pale imitations. So, that's what makes it so difficult, though, because there will be, there's going to be robots and AI with with such advanced microchips or whatever, I don't know. Dave, you tell me what motherboards, that's what they're called, that it would to us appear like a real person, so we'd have to treat these things that are not people like people. I mean, but then there's also, and I wouldn't see anything wrong with that if it weren't for the fact that we're like deflating the value of our friendliness. But I mean, does it matter? Maybe our brains won't notice. It'll just be like another person. But deep down, it isn't. You know, we're being conned because it's just a bunch of zeros and ones in an algorithm designed to appeal to us and make it feel like we're empaths. Voltage vultures. That is a good one. I want like 2-word hyphenated alliterary slurs. Let's see. No, that one's bad. Steel suckers. They're not sucking anything. Well, they're suckers. That's already a bad. That's just the name for a stupid person. And robots are dumb. They're steel suckers. You can do better than that. Electronic imbeciles. Maybe I'm not gonna try. You guys are better at this. Voltage vultures. There's no beating that. Dom equals worst mod. I like. Okay, Dom, come on. You can't go silent after that. What have you to say? I mean, Dom's doing a pretty good job at deleting himself. The guy who told me to oil up, which by the way I took as a compliment, but again, we didn't really know what that guy was going on. Perhaps he was currently, I don't know, he was a hacker or something, and he had my number or something, and he was planning on, when oil up was like a threat, like I'm coming for you. Perhaps Dom accidentally deleted a true maliciously, what is it? A man with a malicious attitude. Oh, hello. Wow, everybody's coming in. Well, what Sean the Sox Banger or Mikhail, it's the same person, was talking about lack of viewership. Well, that's bullshit now. Everybody's here. This is why the bigger streams are going to be cool. And it's going to be weird, but it'll be rewarding. I'm about to dab on you. It has no effect. I'm not even registering it. You guys have fed me so many dabbing emojis over the years. It doesn't even register in my head anymore. You have these bits and they're nothing. Pro Club Shorts plus Brian equals the toughest Vato in YouTube. We're okay. I want to know who this is going to be, and I get to see who does this. Dom, Mr. Gecko, Ian 30, whichever one of you three wants to do it, delete that one comment. We don't normally censor our viewers, but I want to see who's the most diligent out of the mod. And I see Sean the Sox Banger as the perfect worm on a hook for the fish to bite into. All right. So you piranhas, go down there and see if you can delete this. Thank you. We now know that Dom is the best mod. Ian, unfortunately, your claim has been disproven. When I give an instruction for some comment to be deleted, who steps in? That's right. The most loyal mod I've had, except for Vito_3 and Ball Liquor _77 way back when, old viewers, but I think they died. Speaking of people, by the way, all jokes aside, I was just revisiting just old shit, and send me the screen. Oh yeah, right. The video. I mean, it's on here, but it's a video of a video. That's not good enough. Yeah, it's the 4-second one. There you go. That's quite a scream. I'm proud of that one. Okay. What Dom's the worst? Hey, who followed my fucking instructions within 3.5 seconds? And I was counting too. Go blue screen yourself, you stinking clay. Hey, you're really good at that, Mr. Gecko. That's good. Dom, calm down. Hey, for the record, any comment that's deleted, I'm still reading out loud. What? Dom's the worst in all caps. And I'm saying that neutrally. All right. So that's the equivalent of just an auditory version of the comment. I'm not about the censorship. I stand by my principles. Yeah, no, the blue wrench emoji is purely decorative. Well, that kind of makes you a poser mod, but that's okay. That's okay. Again, I chose to make you the mod. Whatever you do with that is whatever you do with that. Now, Mr. Gecko, you've never really gotten the opportunity to take action. You're that one cop in the precinct that always hangs out in the back corner and is always inconveniently taking a shit whenever, someone commits a bank robbery. But soon you will get your chance to show your worth. Guys, I hate that emoji. Can I delete Momo's comment? Well, now it's your chance to prove yourself. A bank robbery is happening. Dom, Ian, 30, Mr. Gecko, first person to delete Moses's, monkey speak, or no, speak, whatever that, or no, that's not the monkey emoji. I'm not looking at it properly. Am I looking at the wrong chat? Yeah, that one, the one that Mr. Gecko was talking about. There we go. Well, Dom, seems like we're 1 for 1 here. You versus Mr. Gecko. Brian, I feel like you got into a fight in school. Singular? Good one. I'm very curious because I know you're an older guy because you're posting pictures of your friends and possibly yourself, and it's all like 30 to 40-year-old Mexican fellas, which is fine, but it is interesting. It is interesting for you to have these very specific fixations and to be so consistently on the stream, and for your racial and age demographic to totally not fit the behavior typically of what you'd get. And the reason I seem so sure of myself when I say that is because I've been doing this for a while, for 6 years, and I have at least, like, even though my viewership has been relatively low, I do have a good cross section of like maybe a good 3 to 4 dozen regulars who have been here throughout the lifetime of this channel, and none of them are in that age or ethnicity demographic that you're in. You are an enigma wrapped in a riddle. Dom, what the hell? Message deleted by Ian 30. Oh, wow, all the mods are popping up. Hey, Ian 30, Moses is very blasphemous emojis. This is an opportunity for you to show yourself. It seems like I have encouraged for you to take action as well. This is great. Okay, so Ian deleted 1. Gecko. Oh, wow. Holy shit, he's popping off. Okay, so Mr. Gecko is apparently 3 to Dom, 1, Ian 1. I should be writing this shit down right now. I wish I had some paper to write it on, but, I ate it all. He fucking apologizes. You only deleted 1. Mr. Gecko has you outdone 3-fold. I don't like Gecko. Can I ban? No banning, man. That's unfair. That's an unfair competition. Let Mr. Gecko and Dom ban what you want. Here, let me type something in here. All right, I'm going to type a banned word. Bam. First person to ban it, or to not ban it, to delete it, we're going to add another point here, all right? Who can beat Mr. Gecko? Or are you guys not allowed to delete my thing because I'm... Oh, that's why. Here, let me go on my alt account and just comment some shit because I don't want to have too much collateral. Although, here, let's see. Deleted by Dom, Mr. Gecko. You guys are going way too fast. Hold on. Let me like write this stuff down or type it down. Just give me a scoreboard here. D G E. There you go. Right, that tracks with your guys' usernames. Dom, Gecko, Ian. All right, we have. Can I just do tally marks? Okay. 1, 2. Gecko is at like 4. 2, 3, 4. Ian's like at 1. Okay, great. And because there's no like cross, there's like with the tally marks, we're just gonna do groups of 5, then a space, right? It's gonna look like shit, but Who's Don? Oh, Don was my so it was Popo's or my grandma's partner. He sucked. He kicked her out for some reason. She didn't even do nothing wrong. For all the people, my grandma is like the last person who would ever deserve to get kicked out of a house. But Grandpa Don, shame on you. I mean, you're probably dead from like kidney cancer or something, but if you're alive and by some stroke of luck, you happen to be watching this stream, like you're just browsing the internet and you see this internationally known paper reading live stream, then just know, shame on you, man. She deserved to stay in the house, although to be fair, maybe you did her a favor. Maybe she wouldn't have wanted to stay in there with you. Okay, I did not space this out properly. Okay, I'm going to go on my alt, and we're going to do a competition, all right? We're going to have to, it's going to be a foot race or a finger race, right? Because you're scrambling, type into click. So I'm going to go on my alt here, and we are going to do a mod competition. First person to ban or to delete good content's bug-in comments is going to get a tally mark. And you never know what's going to pop up. I'm not even going to warn you guys, all right? So all the mods in question, if you want to gain the respect of the paper reading community, stay right here because shit's about to get serious. We're going to round 2. You may have won the battle, but you're not going to win the battle that comes after the first battle. That's what they always say. Okay. Talk of KGB. All right. What you Okay, that didn't count. I'm not yet. I needed practice. Okay, well, I was about to announce. Everybody, first person to delete Moses's KGB comment. Go now. 3, 2, 1. First person. Gecko, your previous deletion did not count. Dom, your deletion of Mr. Gecko's comment did not count. However, your deletion of Moses's comment just now counts. We are marking a third tally here. I hate just showing my phone where I'm just watching myself, but it's in the name of the stream. Okay. Whenever you see, I'm not even going to bring it up, but if you see a good content comment here, just, it's up to you to delete it ASAP. I misspelled it. Biggin. To type buggin. Fuck. Wow. Damn. All right, Mr. Gecko. Dom, you were catching up, but we still have a consistent lead here. I see. I'm being wrongly persecuted. Oh, no. The crooked cops just, wanted a scapegoat, okay? I'm feeding myself to the wolves here. Ian, that rocks. This is what I like to see, people stepping up. As a matter of fact, I will mark that off as a point. Ian, congratulations. You're now at 2. By the way, this will not restart with every stream. This is going to stay consistent. I do get to choose what deletions count. I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of legitimate deletions versus illegitimate deletions of comments. But again, this is going to be a continuing thing, all right? So if you guys want to keep that respect, I wish I could just add, like, badges to people. I guess I'll have to be considered a monetizable channel in order for that to happen, which, of course, YouTube doesn't. So fucking, I have rights. All right, nothing counts right now. I'm not counting Dom's recent deletion, but very diligent. You want to know how I found the Mikhail video? Brian, you should try looks maxing. People talk about looks maxing. I see it mostly from Leonard on the internet. She uses that phrase more than anybody else. If you retract your own message, also goes without saying, does not count. Okay. It's a part of the climb to the top. Yeah. Listen, you're at the bottom of the mountain compared to Gecko and Dom, right? And you got some catching up to do. Oh, he has to eat. Oh, he knows that he has a fair lead and that he got reflexes fast enough to completely torch the competition. Okay, I wouldn't be so confident because Mr. Gecko just got another tally mark. He's now at 6. All right, we'll eat. Actually, I need to eat too. This is my appetizer, almost done. We're almost at 50 minutes. Everybody, this is our leaderboard right now. Thank you so much for watching day 957 of Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day. I will see you tomorrow. That'll be day 958. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. And until next time, this is goodbye. Quick shout out to Mr. Gecko EN30. Good content, of course. Moses, Dom, exclamation point. Was there any other little stragglers in the stream that I missed? Dave Woldopfel. Can't forget him. #1 straggler. And yeah, the biggest smoke doesn't count because that's just the same guy, just on a different account. You missed me. Missed who? Everybody, I will see you tomorrow. And mods, if you miss, you will fall behind. And when I get the ability to add badges to people's accounts, which will look very cool, trust me, you'll miss out on that opportunity. So consistency is key, gentlemen. I will see you all tomorrow. We're going to end stream in 3, 2, and we're giving Mr. Gecko an extra point for deleting Sean's. Okay, well, I'm not giving you 2 points for deleting 2, but we're just going to give you, there we go. You're at 7. This guy's got quick fingers. All right, 3, 2, 1.